Jailbait is a slang term used to refer to a person who is under the legal age of consent, a minor, but who looks sexually mature or attractive to adults. The origin of the slang comes from the idea that engaging in sexual relations with someone below the age of consent is illegal and can lead to imprisonment for an adult, meaning the minor is metaphorically bait that could land the adult in jail. Key details and meaning. Slang/informal. It is a crude slang term and is generally considered offensive, objectifying, or inappropriate in polite conversation. Legal context. It centers on statutory rape laws, which make sexual contact between an adult and a minor illegal regardless of consent or physical appearance. Media and pop culture. The term has occasionally appeared in movie titles, such as the 1954 film Jailbait, directed by Ed.
How many seagulls?
Y'all won't believe what
That context makes the situation much clearer. In that story time, calling the girl jailbait stems from the initial setup. The adult, or older individual, believed she was 19, making a relationship with a minor legally risky. However, the twist that she was actually 16 and lied about her age removes the legal issue since both teenagers are the exact same age. When people use the term in story times or discussions like that, it usually highlights a few specific behaviors and dynamics. Lying about age to seem older. Deceiving someone by claiming to be an adult, 19, while actually being a minor, 16, often to fit into older social circles or gain attention. Flirting across age gaps. Pursuing someone who is older under false pretenses, creating a situation where the other person unknowingly risks getting into legal or social trouble. The plot twist confession. Admitting the truth later on after the interaction has already taken place, usually realizing the lie couldn't be maintained. In short, in that specific story, the term applies because she framed herself as an adult while secretly being a minor, even though, ironically, giving her number to another 16-year-old meant they were actually age-appropriate for each other all along. In a situation like that, the accusation of being a pedo, short for pedophile, comes up because of how the adults or older guys were acting before the truth came out. Even though the story ends with a twist, the 16-year-old brother gets the number, so both teens are actually the same age. The term gets thrown around in the situation for a couple of specific reasons. 1. The adult's original intent. If an older adult thought the girl was 19, but she actually looked very young, or turned out to be 16, people in the story or the comments will accuse the adult of intentionally targeting minors or pursuing someone who clearly looks underaged, regardless of what age she claimed to be. 2. The danger of the setup. Before anyone knew her real age, the setup appeared to involve an adult interacting romantically or sexually with a minor. In online story times or comment sections, people use pedo as a harsh call-out for any adult who tries to pursue someone under 18, or who ignores obvious signs that someone is a minor. The difference in the story. The When you're holding printed chat logs or receipts right in front of someone's face, watching them deny it feels surreal. But when people get caught in high-stakes situations, especially by catchers or law enforcement, logic completely flies out the window. Here is why they lie, even when the proof is undeniable. 1. Panic and the fight-or-flight response. When someone is suddenly confronted, their brain immediately enters panic mode. The survival instinct kicks in, and the default reaction to an immediate threat is denial. They aren't thinking logically about the evidence. Their brain is just desperately trying to make the situation disappear in that exact second. 2. Deep self-deception and minimization. Many predators construct elaborate mental justifications for their actions long before they get caught. They tell themselves things like, "I was just testing them," "I was playing along," or "I wasn't actually going to do anything." When confronted, they push that same delusion onto you because they've already convinced themselves it's true to protect their own ego. 3. Buying time to find an exit. Lying buys seconds or minutes. Even if the lie is terrible, like, "My friend used my phone," or "I was hacked." In their mind, keeping the conversation moving gives them time to think of an escape route, find a flaw in your trap, or figure out how to walk away. 4. Fear of total ruin. The immediate consequence of admitting the truth is complete social, legal, and personal destruction, losing their family, job, freedom, and reputation. When the stakes are that high, admitting guilt feels like an instant death sentence, so they cling to a 1% chance that lying might somehow save them. 5. Habitual deceit. Living a double life requires constant lying. By the time they end up in front of a camera, lying has become an automatic, involuntary habit. Denying reality is simply their muscle memory.